Hello, and welcome back to space exploration. This has run a tiny bit longer than when I left last time, but I'm not gonna... Didn't let it sit for an hour? Not 2 hours, maybe? It's gonna be time to fly away. And work on this mess. How are you today? Oh, yeah, I had to figure out... I was doing the math on this. I think I want to... change all these. I need to reduce this. For now, I'm gonna reduce this to 100. Nope, I'll reduce that to 50. And then work on the math. Oh. Like... I'm trying to think of card games. It's like... trading card game type card games, or... I'm thinking of a card game called Dominion, which isn't like a trading card game, but it's a card game. It has classifications of card games. And there's card games like Magic and there's some key game. Is it a good time? I've never heard of Danmaku. I now want to imagine that's more of a individual. And I missed the letter D, and it got a random Naruto wiki page. Oh. Party card game inspired by Toho. But also it's a type of subtitling, apparently. I think I know Bang, because I think if it's the game, if Bang is the game that I'm thinking of, there's either a version of it or the normal version that comes in a giant bullet-shaped container, if it's the game in question. Like, you can get it like that? I don't know. Could be a different similar game, but... Sheriff... I think I've played Bang. Yeah, is this that type of game? It's been a long time since I've... seen it, so I'm doing... 100? I could do 40. $20 might also work. Okay, 100 is too much. Don't go for 100. If I go for 2, that's 50. It's a bad number. Oh yeah. I never heard of it. I don't track board games and card games much. Ah. Yeah, searching Danmaku has the subtitling, which is the crazy text covering the entire screen so nothing is visible during like live streams and stuff. But that's because the meaning is shooting or whatever. Okay, if I change this 484, it's just... I guess that must have been a good time, because those are... Actually, the only other card game that I think I've played, the only card game I played in the last any amount of time I can remember was probably Flux, and that was a while ago. don't think it's even normal flux. It's probably Monty Python flux. Oh, lubricant barrel. I can leave that at 2 and hope that that's fine. I think that was already excessive. 20. And 20. I don't trust that. Okay. Now we can actually 5 times that 5 solar panels. These numbers are so awkward. It's unfortunate. But yeah, it's always did various varieties of. I should just set the normal amount and then multiply it. Oh well. There's so many potential ways card games can be made to work. It's interesting. It's interesting the idea of a card game based on a, you know, bullet hell type game. Unless like it's less central. Unless Toho's less bullet helly than I thought. That's just what I've always. I know there's games that have been made, but 8, 6, 32. Except I'm not requesting the Cryonite. I'm shipping the Cryonite to a dedicated landing pad. I'll adjust that. Machine learning data and thermofluid, which are both produced on site. So I think I just request those two. Which is a good thing. I just need to figure out the machine learning data and how I want stuff to be requested, because there's the blank data cards need the polished stuff. It needs to ship copper. Blank data, machine learning. The machine learning sends out the junk. The junk data can keep the same or break, which will mean that as long as it's set up with a circuit to replace as necessary, it's fine. That's gonna be weird. Yeah, like I know there's I would say a noteworthy, maybe not noteworthy. There's a Metroidvania that I know exists. There's the card game. It's not really a card game. The I don't remember the name, but it's Slay the Spire-esque that you've mentioned in the past. Because I need to ship glass and iron. Ooh, I'm gonna have to deal with the scrap. I'm not gonna think about this while I'm here. I'm gonna leave and deal with it at the other side. Leaving some more of these would be good. Leaving some of those would be good. Should be good to go. Going to orbit landing pad. Gonna save before I leave. Wrong button. That's muscle memory. The funniest muscle memory. Okay, cargo's enough for now. That. Destination is a landing pad. I'm gonna go. Yeah, it's... Toho has an... My impression is like it's in a... Oh, so I got unlucky, I think, is what happened there. What were the odds of that? I'm gonna reload just to sort of see. I didn't actually pay attention to any numbers there. Oh, because there are no numbers there. So if I'm more specific and do it manually. Novus orbit. Okay, 93. There was a 7% chance of that happening. That's really unlucky. I hope it crashes again, because I don't want to save scum just to avoid a crash, but I guess I have to pay attention to that now. Oh well. I'm fine with the advantage of not having to clean it up. Yeah, I won't do that again. I'll have to make sure I actually check the landing probability in the future. There's all this here. I can't do anything with it yet. I think I just... fly down to Novus and come back at some expense. Jeez. Landing's pretty free. Yeah, it's just a bunch of fuel. Yeah, I have to get a bunch of the space structure to expand now. Sadly, I don't remember the name. Scaffolding. Okay, I need to make it in manufactories. Density. Oh, that's easy. I don't have spare manufactory though. Okay, I need to... Before I go down, I can get this sorted a bit. I can make more assembling machines to make space manufactories. Can't leave that in there. Low densities and processing units. Okay. I should do... What was my science per minute? Can't check that. Okay. If I want to try producing $20 per minute. I need at least one machine. The cryonite's delivered. Those are delivered. I need the thermofluid and machine learning data. This will be shipped, which needs... This is gonna be awkward. I should organize this differently. I have to click it up there? No, I thought that... Oh, no. I thought I could just click there and it would work. Oh well. Machine learning data from that. Blank data cards. This would need to be... Edit temperature, no. Make it the normal way. Need manufactory. Polish data using that. It's a big chain. I'm gonna need decontamination facilities. I'm gonna need a lot of supercomputers. The thermofluid will handle itself. I will need to produce an amount. Not a lot. Not a lot. Can I drag these? I can't. Unfortunate. I shouldn't be sitting here. I have a limited supply of air. So I should focus. Make... Yeah, I was trying to get an idea. I probably don't need more than 5. 5 is probably excessive. So I think if I can do this, put that there. Add all the components, and I should be able to... That's a lot of low densities per manufactory. That could be a problem that I can address when I travel back up. You can make 2, which is enough for now. Yeah, they all need to be in the manufactory. It is... Okay, the contaminated water is gonna just suffer. How do I add... Like the decontamination, cosmic water... I thought that I could click the byproducts and it would produce a new output. Purely based on the amount of byproduct that needed to be processed. That's a big issue, but that can be stored. That's a small enough amount. If I do the data formatting, if I move this up, to the top, it doesn't work. Because it's still... Relevant product can't be prioritized. It's still clearly using it wrong. Is it because I'm not doing the matrix? It's because I'm not doing the matrix. Unrestricted. I think unrestricted, I want the contaminated. Okay, that is correct now. Because this is being controlled appropriately. 20 is the amount reduced. And then I can click the broken ones. Okay, good. Which I'll have to deal with scrap eventually, but I'm gonna ignore that for now. Scrap, scrap, scrap. Contaminated cosmic water. This making the biosludge, which the biosludge itself, I think I just collect for now. And I'll have to deal with fairly quickly, but I need to get it working before I can worry about that. So, numbers look like they're mostly where they need to be. Beyond scrap processing. I can turn it all into landfill. I could ship it to the surface to get a little bit of iron, copper, and oil. Seems like a bad idea. I mean, doing that via delivery cannon's probably better than... maybe not. It's gonna be a lot of them. Landfills are probably the easiest option, which is what I will list them as for now. And then I can store those for the moment. 20,000 minutes till the tank would be full. Yeah, I can forget about that. That's 20 science per minute, which is not including a sped up manufactory. Which doesn't change the rest, it just reduces the load on the manufacturer, so that's pointless to include. So, 2 recycling facilities, a biochemical, a decontamination, a thermal radiator, 5 supercomputers, unless I speed module them. Yeah, 2.5, that seems good. Setting up the circuits to get this stuff requested will be something I should think about, because otherwise it will be a problem. And this will drain 9.24 megawatts, which I can sustain, but I should think about. Okay, I'm gonna carry that with me. I don't need any of that right now. I can bring all the scrap down with me. I probably just need to fix everything here. There's a lot of stuff that's wrong. Yeah, got the manufactories. I don't want to remove the rail, even though I probably should. I just think it will look better to leave it there. Leave the old stuff and just build above. I don't want to move this section. This section should stay. Everything else can shift left, right, up. I think I can go back down to Novus and figure out what I want to bring. Yeah, there's not a lot of solar panels for the research, huh? I did cut down the amount. 20, and then this is still doing 50 instead of 200. Which will add a lot more solar panels to the request list. Okay, I think I go back down. I can come back easily enough, except I can't go down with all of this. 25. 23 should be fine. Novus, landing point there. Go there. That is robots? Yes, robots. Good. Okay. That's fine. I can dump all this. A lot of bots. Oh, I never did connect this. I bet this is shut down by now. Good. I would have been surprised if it was still running. That's something I can fix while I'm back. How do I want to fix it? The coal needs to be used. The oil needs to be used. The stone is... It just needs to be used as well. It needs to be connected here, probably. Or I need to set up a separate green circuit station connected to a train. But I want to focus on setting up the research before I do any of that, so I'm just going to make it work for now, which means I want the coal to be used for steel production. Oh, I don't think it's ideal, but can I... New district. This is temp space. And this is Novus. I want to make steel ingot at 100 per minute. Makes sense that let's do a more realistic number. Currently I produce steel at 40 per minute, which would be 4 per minute. Which means if I want to increase it, I should probably go for like 20 instead of 100. I need to press the right button instead. Control right click. Edit. 20 is probably a lot. Can these be speed upgraded? I feel like they shouldn't be, but they can. I have to think about the layout. So there, molten iron. 111 pyroflux per minute. 211 ore. I think that should do a good job of draining my coal, if I can make a stop. I think I'm gonna make just a really bad stop for that for now, before scaling it somewhere else entirely, because building a better stop for this would be overkill when my only source of pyroflux on the planet is core mining for now. It'd be silly to do more. Could do this though, because it'll look better with 10. 10 is too many, but Okay, what is coronal mass Novus? It's fine. Meteors destroyed here. It's fine. I'm really glad I did set up 10 of these, just because of how this has been going. I could have died. This will be a temporary deal stop, which I should build in an okay location. I can build it there. I need a lot of casting machines. A casting machine costs not a lot. They're pretty cheap. 8. I guess they are just there to cast the already molten metal. So it's not the most complicated. Okay, give me 35 of these. Oops, wrong name. Casting machine. Give me 35 casting machines. I need to pick up some of the furnaces, and I need to replace my life support canisters. This will benefit a lot from the request chest, because I won't have to deal with figuring out where I'm leaving the old ones. These numbers don't make sense. Okay, have a stack of those. And while I'm doing this, I need to think about... Okay, let them deliver this. The... How do I select there? Utility science packs. I will need to set up... I'll have to ship oil up there. I need to make the chemical gel, which would need petroleum gas. It's probably not best to ship raw oil. It's probably better to ship the requisite amount of each component. Why is there contaminated cosmic water in the ingredients list? Should be 120. 120. Why? 122.3. Should be 121.1. Oh wait, no, the chemical gel doesn't even do that. Why is it 2.3? Oh, because it's unrestricted, so to make this number fit, it increased that? Pretty sure that's what I want to leave unrestricted if I understand the concept, but maybe I don't understand the concept. Yeah, either way, I just ignore this. Shipping that, shipping that. It won't need to be much shipped per minute, which is good. I'm gonna request like 3. Which won't even fill up my inventory. That's good. Okay. These are 2x3. That's weird. But they connect together perfectly. So I'll put 34, 17 on each side. I'm gonna modify this until it's a nice number. I mean, yeah, I guess I'll do 4 and 4. So this will have 2 of these producing the molten iron. Like that. Which should be able to output into one pipeline. That then try best to do that with the items moving this way. Probably easier to just merge the two. Yeah, it's probably better to just have them go down a central belt instead of trying to split it with the small amount that I'm actually working with. I will need a lot of stations actually, which can work. I just need the space. Need 4 stations. 1 for the pyro, 1 for the iron, 1 for the coal, and 1 for the delivery, or the output. I could build it right here. Which I think would be fine. Other options. This really should be a proper 3-way intersection. I could build it here. I think I might build it there just because it's gonna look kind of nice. That is connected to there, so I can get it started with a 3-way intersection, which, again, the more I do this, the more it is very obvious that... Why does that not line up? Oh, because of... Yes, because it's not doing the tiling correctly, so it... None of this lines up how it... don't break that. That will break everything in the short term. Fix that. Yeah, because it's not... I didn't set it up to tile on a global scale, so it's a problem very frequently. That won't be a problem in other zones once I leave this planet. But on this planet, it will... stay an issue for the foreseeable future. Okay, I've got everything I need here. I still don't have train stuff, but I can deal with that reasonable. I landed. I need to get an RTG before I go somewhere else. I need to at least think about when I leave the planet again. My next planet would be Ruamati. Ruamati has 112% solar. Okay, I don't need to worry. That should be wide enough what I need. Oh wait, no, this is not what I need. I forgot. The correct thing to work on here is just the new-ish split off segment. Actually, an extra couple of these would not hurt. I need to... Has it been doing that for the last long time? I guess it has. Trains. I need the station entrance. Okay. Yeah, the global scale is it's more and more obvious, the issues surrounding that. Okay, this was here. That stopped halfway through the station over here. Okay, I have to go pick up my signals. They're gonna live with that. So once I get this will start hopefully getting enough of the coal and the pyro, whatever. Not helping with my current goal though. Just is an important step to having stuff run properly. This is dying. Almost completely dead. That is my... It was my main source of steel, but I hooked up my other iron stuff fine. It won't... The entire build won't collapse just because of that. Okay, do I want that there? I don't... Yes, I do. That one's fine. Those are all fine. That's the one I need to get rid of. The rest looks okay. Now I just need... Three, 4. And they should work. It can be scaled up in the future if necessary. Okay, this will be 4 types of drop-off, 3 types of drop-off, 1 type of pickup. I don't have a steel delivery station, which will become a problem eventually. So deliver, unload. I just work straight up here for simplicity. This will not be an efficient setup at all. It will just be functional. Oh, that's kind of neat. It's not helpful because they don't pass through, but it looks better. Casting machines Ooh, I can do that. Which isn't even necessary, but it looks good. So that can be the return. Two, three, four. Hope this won't be a problem. These will cast really slowly. Which means I don't need to worry about this. I can even power them like that, but I need to add coal, so I don't. Yeah, they need coal to run. That's never gonna look nice symmetrically, so whatever. Let's make it work for now. That's actually enough, I think. Yeah, especially if I unload upwards. Okay. So I bet I'll find an issue with this very quickly. That will supply. Oh no, I still need to supply the other two. So yeah, I need to run it. The outside already. That feels intentional. Okay, good. This will be Hyralive drop off? No, Hyralive drop off should be the bottom one. Wrong button. This one. Hyralive. I think it's what's called Icon. Pyroflux, not Pyralive. What am I thinking? Pyralive? Pyralive Ovens. Greg Tech New Horizons? Seems likely. Yes, that was the Bioflux. Okay. Or bioenergy method that I need. Coal supply, which should be really not a lot of coal. The entire array should use 160 coal a minute. Not a lot. I hope that this produces less than that. The whole point of building this is to deal with that. I can speed it up. I won't, but Jet of Blues. Increase that to 100. Okay, what do I not need? I don't need those. I'm gonna bring those elsewhere. It's all looking good. So I need to set up the station here and the station there. This is fluid pickup, which I can't enable until it actually does something, because otherwise the train will sit there doing nothing, wasting time. I need more. I need more liquid trains. Which is not difficult. So I need to look at... Okay, these are... If I have the space pipes, they're easy to craft. Same with that. The supercomputer needs a lot of low densities. I think I'm gonna... remove some of the stone. The requested stuff here comes from this. Stone... Okay, I can lower the... I can remove some of these, hope I don't need it with my reduced request amount. Because I need more, that's fine. I need to send more other stuff. I'm sort of working on it. Wait, the rough... You can do the rough stuff here? The rough data storage is... Oh yeah. The rough data storage, I didn't actually add a sheet for that, which is fine there. Oh yeah, that's definitely... I was mostly focusing on... That was fuel. Oh. Huh. That's a weird recipe default. Very weird recipe default. Yeah, okay, that I should be producing here, which I could set up now without issue. I was dealing with the shipment there because I need a bunch more. I had it left at the space requests for when I wasn't doing an additional type of science, and then I changed a bunch of stuff. It's over full of stuff that I don't need here right away. While I also need more low densities for... Really need to get this out of here, but I need more low densities crafting a bunch of other single craft stuff. I was kind of... I don't know where I got sidetracked to that. I was sidetracked because I was setting up a way to burn through my coal, hopefully. Okay, this is gonna deliver... Loading? Yes. I'm not gonna worry, I'm gonna split it twice and run it super lazily. I'm gonna do the easy stuff here. Faster is this step. I don't know how I got back to that. Like that is what I need to work on. Like as a next step. That doesn't connect, that's kind of why, okay. That's fine. This is the unload, which I didn't leave space for. Yes, then I can ship this, then I can deal with the steel at a different location. This looks really bad. Oh, yes, that's why it looks so bad. This is the wrong... That's why I confused myself. This is supposed to be... steel chest. Which I think I'm going to add to my list of default items. Then the opposite to offload other materials, which won't fit because I did that. I need the coal to drop here, and I need iron ore to drop here. Then it needs to be unloaded. This, which will not be clean at all. This will be quite bad. And liquid unloading is simple. That's not correct, liquid unloading. This, but in reverse. It should be fine. That should populate enough. It's a build. I'll have to get this somewhere, somehow. I didn't plan to for how to actually get the ore into here. It's not actually an issue, it's just bad planning. That's fine, this will... work. These consume 1.6 per second. I was calculating with... 4 and 1. $15.50 a minute. Yeah, that should be fine with the blues. Then this output there and there gets into there. It still needs to connect to that. We'll fill all those and the coal. So, iron, coal is further out, so I should do the iron here. It's better than I expected this to be. Kind of assumed this would look a lot worse. don't think it doesn't need to use the full belt, so might as well do that. Though it'd be easy to one there, one there. That's that. Then these need to run split. Say that, but I think this probably should. I should have went further up. Given that I don't need much coal, I might as well merge them. Is that not? That doesn't flip, obviously. Why does that not flip nicely? So that's why. This bit's gonna look bad. I am 2 spaces over. I thought they could build there. Oh, I probably just don't have any. I just don't have any. Very simple. Because it's still waiting on a requester chest, which needs science, which science is what I'm delaying with this focus on fixing my core mining. Wait, that's refined concrete, I don't need that. I think I can use the refined concrete to replace my normal concrete, and that gives me normal concrete. To dump into a chest. Should really be a bigger chest than I'm using. Okay. Let it sit. Then, think for a second. How is this going? Okay, much better space. The only thing missing is green, which my current green setup was limited by that. So that should now start to fulfill the request for 1,000, which should be fine. Okay, so that'll be good. I'll have enough for 200, 4,000 science in the next rocket, hopefully, which is enough for the most pressing upgrades. So that will be getting filled for a little while. This hopefully will get populated slowly to connect pyro, which I can. I guess it doesn't do the auto thing. I thought it did. That's not gonna work. It's gonna look bad. It's better to run on one side. I guess it's smart enough to adjust the... That's not a good plan. The underground pipes, but not anything more than that. It doesn't auto do underground pipes. That should provide pyroflux. Now I just need stuff to get delivered, and it should be... Oh yeah, I requested 50 though, so that's why I actually have them in my inventory now. Good. This is loading. This is unloading. Unloading. It's all correct, or should be correct. This can be set to... coal... drop off, which should get shipped quickly. Did I skip a space? No. Why does this guy not... Oh, he's not there. Where'd he go? He's not on his way here. Where is he? Oh, I never turned it into a pickup. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. And this one was coal, which is not connected. Okay, so that's coal. I take the iron. Okay. And pyroflux, which needs a pickup now. But I can't do that because I don't have enough trains for this to be a good idea. It will ruin the oil. Do I have tank? This normal tank's probably... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, vehicle tank. Loco. I have no... Okay, so I'm gonna make 10 locomotives and do the setup for fluid wagons. Which, once I have the requester stuff, this will be trivial to have automated, but don't have the number correct. That was not the right number at all. 8 pipes. One of these. I don't know why that can go to 0. There may be a use case, and 16 steel plates. This is fluid wagon. I want 12. Multi-cylinder engines are not put into a chest yet. I can fix that. Up instead of having it do that. Okay. We need cargo wagons. Cargo wagon. More regular. Good. Doesn't seem right, but it is 20 iron. And 20 steel. And then once this is built and I craft all of these, I can go back to focusing on supercomputers and stuff. I don't need the locomotives. I should have turned that off first, I forgot. Don't need more fluid wagons. The supercomputers, I think all of these need to be crafted in space because I don't have any space assembling machines down here. I need 2.08, which is unfortunate because that's 2.08, that's not 2. Which kind of means just remove that. It's 3 if I have 1. Yeah, I need 3 regardless. 4 supercomputers, which is 200 low density. Nope, it's 160 low density. 400 processing units, both of those are easy. I need 1 thermal radiator, which means I need to make sure that I ship up some pumps and enough copper. Biochemical decontamination. Both of those are nuisances. What is my crafting process? Ah, this could be better. Very easy to improve that recipe. Or that crafting time. I didn't request as many of those as I meant to. I have some extra cargo wagons, that's fine. But did I make a blueprint for a fluid train? Yes, I did. If I stand too close, it might run me over. So only implement 2 of these. Still, there's 2 fluid pickups that I need to set up here. Okay, that's working as intended. I just need to get the trains. Nope. Train, no fuel. I need a couple more of these. My depots are completely empty. And I didn't request crafting of these. Because I am out of range. I didn't think about that properly. Hello. Okay, this is doing well. What is with this? Oh, I guess it's running the lubricant down there. It just looks kind of silly. Okay. Trains will be happy. Depot, I'll make 2 more trains. Did I misplace that? Why is it not? I must have placed it slightly wrong. Yeah, I must have placed it slightly wrong. Weird. Guess I pushed it 1 tile, or 1 train tile to the left. It's interesting how the inserters themselves care about the train being perfectly in the station. I wonder if there's a good, like, mechanical reason to restrict that. Okay, now I can set these stations. Oh, this won't... How much pyro flux? 5. Yeah, I don't have enough to fill up a full train, so I need to set up... I'll need to do it kind of manually. For now. Could just make a smaller train, but then that would be in the same system and it would be a problem. This is running again though, which is the main thing I wanted to set up. Oh! Where's the last running drill? There it is. 3 drills running, and then it's gonna run out. Saying that... There's still some iron here. How could I have missed it? Running those as 2 separate belts is really silly now, because it's a huge waste of belts that I don't really need anymore. So kind of sidetracked. I need pumps. I don't... Oh, these are component. Yeah, makes sense. That is what I need there. I pick up some tanks to serve as a buffer. Tanks are produced up here. That's way more than I need. But this buffer can be moved down there, but for now it will stay where it is. 1, 2, 3. I think this works properly. I don't trust the fluid loading on trains. It's probably the only thing that I think is kind of bad about trains. They're just kind of weird with how they deal with fluids and the loading. I think it's completely predictable. It's just slightly less reliable than the solid items. We in the right place? Good. I can actually outspeed this train, huh? Okay, these can carry 50,000 each, which is a lot. Okay, so that's the load. The load is totally fine. I need the unloading at the other end. I'll set up the unloading and then I will manually have it. Oh, I did set up the unloading, I just didn't set up the tanks. So now if I manually tell it to go... Click here, will it work? It will. Perfect. Now there'll be a train sitting there doing nothing basically all the time, which is wasteful, but I can see how this stuff works now. Liquid unloading going here. Starting to melt. I didn't put the intended modules in. Oh yeah. It doesn't waste anything. Just means that I need to make sure I'm on top of more trains. I probably still need another fluid wagon or fluid train going at this point. I need my modules. My modules are here. These are my tier 1 modules because I'm not automating tier 2 modules. Tier 2 modules are not ideal to still be manually crafting, but I can get away with it for this bit. I need 6, 4, 8. She needs 16 of these, I think. That should be enough. I wonder if train collisions actually work based off of relative speed. Because if they draw from... If I'm moving slightly slower than a train, but it runs into me, it shouldn't kill me. Okay, this is producing that. These are really slow, which is expected. I won't set up the pickup yet. This is still going to stay just a default station because I don't actually have any use case. I don't have a use for this yet because I have to build a station and that's not a priority. This is dense enough material that it's fine. I'll be able to judge the pyroflux drain. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether it's... I assume that it works based off of the absolute speed of the train instead of like the relative speed between the player and the train, because you don't really need to worry about that if you get hit by a train in a video game. Even if you're going 1 meter per second, actually 1 meter per second is pretty fast. If you're going 1 kilometer per hour slower in the same direction, you'd still die in reality. Just very, very, very slowly. Compared to the fairly quick and potentially painless instant death of a direct impact. Oh, I have 0.8 extra industrial furnaces. And I did it backwards, that's why. 1 speed to full productivity, that's why. It's so far off. Could do speeds in here. Don't really need it. Yeah, this is so dense. It's quite... I can let this accrue for a while, and then that can accrue, it's fine. Now. I'm actually... that's over an hour, that's not accurate. I am using... I'm still using less pyroflux than I'm producing, which means this is completely... This should be completely safe to just run. Good. That's nice. That should increase my... Once I actually make use of this, it should increase my steel... Potentially increase my steel production by a lot. This will have to average out over a long time before the numbers are accurate, though. I'm gonna guess it's around 30 per minute. Wait, no, it shouldn't be 30 per minute, it should be 20 per minute. 20 per minute should be 200 per minute, which should be doubling my steel. I could speed it up, I could put more, but I could put more pretty easily. Add a second pair on either side. Double this. Oh, it would be so easy to scale that up to double what I currently have. This is not going to drain my coal enough if I don't increase that, huh? I'm gaining 450 coal per minute. This consumes 130. Currently, I'm consuming 200 because I think that includes this, and this is not consuming much because it's all kind of blocked up. But this will keep running for a while, so I can forget about it for now. And get back to the actual focus of what I wanted to do today, which was get science started. That's good. Currently, I should have all the stuff I need for 4,000 science when I ship that up. I will need to get all this out of here, which is its own problem. Temporarily I can add those. Do any extra? I have some of these. I can get this. I can set up blue filtered for those. And that will keep it clean. Enough for now. I don't think that's actually going to work with what I need. But it will fulfill its purpose to hopefully let me land here with all my stuff. 280. These carry 96. That's nowhere near enough. Okay. So I need to fix that before I can leave. I can... Where's my... I should have a couple large... large storages that are not this type. 100 for vulcanite, weird. Don't know what I did with them. I must have taken them away, which isn't ideal. It's gonna cause a problem. I can't just control click to get rid of all that. Oh, I was looking at the wrong icon somehow. Okay. I don't want to get rid of this, but I want to actually land the spaceship and ship all this. Should have just done it differently, but this will empty out at an appropriate speed. So that's all there. To make my science, I need to set up rough data. So I can ship rough data up just fine. The issue for the sustained crafting of science is how I want to handle this. the cosmic water is already being produced, but that is currently being controlled by... The lubricant for that is controlled by the 20 space science request. I could add more lubricant barrels to the space blue science, which is not called that. I just don't remember the name. I didn't remember the name when I was naming it. That's a bad chest to use. But the lubricant is what's needed for this. I could just increase it, but that would be a bad idea. The cosmic water, the whole process is messy. I could select the total products, ignore the items per minute element, and use this to set it up, to put it into a constant combinator, which might work. And then I can remove cryonite rods. Oh, actually, no, I leave it at 20 because that's the right number, because 20 is what I need, is what I set for all the science packs as a common denominator. So if I just go through this, that needs to be changed because I'm going to be producing the rough data storage on Novus. So that's gone. This gets requested, this doesn't get requested, that gets shipped in bulk. Request the copper, request the advanced circuits, request... That's an awkward number, but I mean it's 37, it's close enough. Circuits, yeah, it's copy all that, except for cosmic water, heavy oil, and petroleum. Those will need to be changed into drums, which I can never find in this interface. Because it isn't here, because I can't craft it here? Probably. Drum, barrel, not drum. It's called petrol. A barrel of petroleum, maybe? I probably shouldn't, but I could do delivery cannons to deal with the barrels. It feels inefficient, but it might be the way to do it. So that I don't have to manage it with the rest of the shipment, and it just has its own requests. I mean, 25% less efficient feels worth it because it's not a pain to try to balance these awkward numbers. So I think I should do that. Set up, and then I can set up a delivery cannon for the lubricant barrels as well. In space, set up 3 do the chests? I assume the delivery chests... The delivery cannon chests, I assume, need to be unloaded. That's not a huge issue, but I'll need the space. Ooh. Well, yeah, I guess, like, eventually... Well, honestly, I was going to say eventually that makes the most sense, but it probably doesn't take long for that to be worth it, just because of how low density the barrels are. Like, stacks of 10 fill real quick. it will need to be careful. Well, actually, even if I could try to do cargo rockets, which I don't think I can do yet, even if I could, it's probably more interesting to me to use delivery cannons at all. Do I have a delivery cannon? I feel like I should have. Yes, I do. Give me 4 delivery cannons. I don't think I need 4. I think I need 2, but I don't think I have delivery cannon chests, though. Because, I mean, maybe there will be something eventually where it is the ideal choice. But I don't know if I did count it. I feel like taking this chance to do it is worthwhile. Because if it's always, oh, it's better to eventually ship, then I'll just never ever use the delivery cannons. So I think this feels like as good of an opportunity to mess around with them as any. I'm gonna make 10. I don't need 10, but give me delivery cannons. So yeah, I'll set up, not here. I'll set it up maybe down there. But the delivery cannon there, I will need a receiver. I'll need to figure out if delivery cannons are instant or not. If a delivery cannon is completely instant, then that helps. If they have a travel time, that becomes its own issue. Let's see what they say here. Delivery cannons, target point. When a delivery cannon lands on the ground, it damages the area, and most of the resources are destroyed. Charge, fire. Oh, I could use... Just think about this. I bet I could use a delivery cannon as an elaborate and unnecessary way to, like, bombard these guys. That sounds like it'd be fun. Yeah, so, like, if I can... If all I have to do is worry about that, and I can... It's probably a good way to make sure. If it's flying, can I think of a way... I can think of a way to make, like, a silly clock. Like, I could set up... I won't, but I could set up, like... If there's a way to reset the counter... It's using this as a marker. If you pulse this, and you can count with that, you could set, like, wait X amount of time before you start refilling the chest. It might not be that simple unless there's a way to appropriately reset a counter once it hits a certain amount. Which you could use multiple combinators to do that, I bet. I don't know. I haven't messed with any of the more elaborate potential elements. Okay, I'm gonna turn that off. I don't need to not collect those. Those collecting forever is a non-issue. But I'll have to ship up the delivery chest. Oops. Delivery can... Do I know how to spell? Don't think I know how to spell. 2 ends? 2 ends, good. Delivery cannon chest. Delete that, craft those, ship a bunch up, and then I can do stuff remotely. Yeah, well, it's... Well, just say as long as the chest is not full. That's what I'm mostly thinking about. Oh, I guess the stack size is different. Okay. This has a storage size of 40. And these don't necessarily ship 40 stacks worth. Because I think each shot... Yeah, this is 10. That's 1 stack per shot. Assuming basically once it gets there, the capsule ceases to exist. So it's 1 stack and it takes 40 shots to fill it up. Yeah, that doesn't need to be managed super thoroughly to avoid 2 being shot right away and it dying. As long as it only shoots when it's half empty-ish, it will be fine. Which I think is going to be easy enough. I'll just have to set up signals and stuff. Why am I doing that? Got robots to do this for me. So I can set up these here. I have to set up the delivery capsules. See, now the issue is I don't want to manually make these. I want this to be robots, but right now it's a little awkward. If I have a blue chest that I'm using that is not vital, then I can steal it and make use of it. This requester chest, I think I could temporarily... What is the purple chest? Act exactly the opposite of what I need. Like, I could... I have buffer chests. I don't think this is what you're supposed to use buffer chests for, but I think I could... I can't remember. These are used... They can request stuff. I can't remember the distinction. Oops. It's that they can draw stuff and share stuff? Where the requester can only draw stuff. So I can... do that and it should work. Yeah, so it's... What it means is it's a problem if you want it as a reliable, like, central crafting thing, but I can get away with it for now because what I'm crafting is kind of... It becomes a problem to try to use them as a requester once you have more stuff. But since I'm so limited on what is being auto-crafted, it doesn't pose... It's not as much of an issue. Okay, that looked weird, but that's fine. Yeah, like, in Space Age, I used the buffers to keep some stuff sorted in a reasonable manner. This? It was using these as a way to request specific stuff, pull them out of some other central location controlled by that. Probably not a great way to do it, but... Ooh, that's not needed. Those don't need to be specifically requested. Okay. So I can use the buffer chest at... Oh, yes, I stole that. I can use this and those, and I can get away with using it for now to make my... crafting components. I don't know if... Oh, they are all logistics. Good. Those will craft just fine. I don't have to deal with any of that, which is good. Probably want to increase the buffer a little. That will get my delivery cannon capsule. This then needs to fill... I only need 3 of these. These are going to be for lubricant barrels. I could ship out the contaminated biosludge with this as well. Lubricant, petroleum, heavy oil I think is fine. Oh, whatever. Density of shell. It's all very practical. It's gonna be fun to mess with more this bot stuff eventually. Do I want to try to shift this to stack these more? Probably not. It's probably not necessary, but that's fine. This will supply the barrels as necessary. Do I do the... I think I do the wrong... I do the wrong thing. Oh yeah, I can't do that. If only I could. Heavy... petroleum... and... lubricant. Then 1, 2, 3. This is the petroleum. This is the heavy oil. This is the lubricant. I'm actually out of those. Huh. I am... reasonably surprised by that. And I don't have any, so I need to trust the robots to provide me with another 100 substations. Oh, yeah, I do actually need the concrete, huh? Okay, those are fine. These will... Yeah, that just doesn't work, huh? This should all ship. Then I can load them. I'll have to set the locations, which will need me to be in space to deal with them. Saying that, I should clear out the lubricant barrels from this space. And I have to set up barrels to produce. Yes. I think this... I can still draw from this. I might be... Might be better off making a new one. I don't think I should make a new one. I can just work with that. I need to make sure I connect it on the other end. So here, this will connect the night capsules explode, right? Yeah, so if I hope I left enough of these. If I guess if I take one of these as an example, clear it out. It's not arithmetic, it's the other type that I need here for what I'm thinking of right now, which is maybe the wrong way to approach it, but if I wanted to decider combinator, I hope I have some. I do not. I'll have to bring some. I guess I can do like if lubricant barrels, which are in this group, lubricant barrel less than 100, then I can output a specific symbol. This spaceship stuff looks weird, huh? Remote view, anchor to target, clamps, speed signal, distance signal, interesting. Okay, I wish I could do an involved one there. So yeah, I could be like, I need something that I won't forget about. Lubricant is a liquid, petroleum is explosive, and heavy oil is some other symbol. That one, then... Why is it not? Oh, because it doesn't exist. That's why it isn't showing anything. My inventory? Yeah, still good. Then I can read that, and then if that launch... it's currently red, so let's go green. Oh, I can't connect to there. I assumed I could. Based on that. Oh yeah, I could use that as well. Can't. Is it complaining about the range? No. Why can't... I guess I can just control... loading? gonna say Nova's orbit, which long term I should do it differently, but turns the delivery cannon off. I can't set the destination yet. Just temporarily do that, just to... Okay, I should turn that off before I accidentally blow stuff up. I guess I'll choose that so I don't blow anything up accidentally. What do you mean by alt left? That's clearly not alt left. I have no idea. Yeah, so just control based on the input, yeah. Which is... untidy. I think that's just... it's not very neat. But it is what it is. Check. It would be just lubricant barrel. Oh wait, no, that's a bad idea. I should use the loading lubricant barrel. One of the loading lubricant barrel recipes. Fill lubricant barrel. Don't know if I can find the one that is the delivery cannon specific icon. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. If I go barrel, it's weird that it's not here. Because I thought it does seem like it should be. Petroleum gas, but the fill works. It's not perfect, but it's not like this symbol won't appear unless it's intentionally being output. So those are there. This turns on if the symbol equals 1. Oops. That will work. It'll fill that. It'll launch. It'll probably fill one extra potentially, but that's not a big problem because if the number is 100, there should be plenty of storage space. Wait, 10 stacks? Yeah, plenty of storage space. I don't need delivery cannons in space. I'll bring extra chests. Because it's better to have too many than too few. Okay, this is turned off still. And then once I turn it on, that's when it will load and fire whenever it's full. Kinda wish... Okay, that's how I unset the destination so I don't accidentally blow anything up. So, that can sit for now. This is sitting there doing nothing, which is expected. I probably should speed module those. I didn't want to because it was fine for what I needed. I could change this. Maybe? Not necessary. It's fine. I still need to deal with the oil a lot sooner than I thought. That's actually really easy though. Just copy that and connect the pipes. It's easy. Yeah. Well, I was like, I didn't need much, but it's actually it's. I didn't do the math on the amount of material being produced. I just looked at how much steel I'm making now and what would be a nice amount to be beneficial. Liquid fluid pickup. Still need more trains. But I could double the amount that I'm making and still have a net gain of pyroflux, I think. And I was mostly thinking about burning through coal, so as long as I can increase it easily. I just need to focus on other stuff first. Fluid wagons. I want 12 more. Oh yeah. I'm assuming, unless that's your smelting array on Novus, but like, I felt like for Novus, where this is basically just here to make use of the coal and pyroflux from this, I felt like I wouldn't need too much. I might need more than this, still. But I mostly just wanted to get the core mining moving again, because it had stalled out because of the coal. I mean, this doesn't even do anything. Like, I'm making the steel, and it's just going to collect here for the next few hours. Because I need to get this working first. I need to get this, which is currently fine. It shouldn't be requesting... Oh, I didn't fix it, did I? Removing that from the space science. So I need to grab that again. Oh yeah, I mean... The thing is, this trickle of steel... Well, my steel production is not constantly being drained, I think. I think it's sometimes... Oh no, it looks like it's probably fully utilized. 270 per minute. 240. Yeah. Just what I already built would more than double my steel production. So, it's a bit... It's a lot to call a trickle for what I'm working with right now. I think it's 10x, right? This is actually just a very big improvement to what I'm doing. Because I'm still running this as my only actual steel. And I've gotten away with it. But eventually I won't be able to. Yeah. I like that pyroflux stuff. It's a fun... Well, it's just a lot, but it's not... It's a lot of resources, but it's not a trivial source at this point. Which is nice. Okay. 2 more fluid trains. Okay. One of these went here? Nope, none of them went there, which means I need more fluid trains. Oh yeah, because one's going to be sitting here forever. And there's the additional one there. Okay. Oh, did I? No, this is still fine. It's all fine. Yeah, that's a huge amount of steel, huh? Does it shoot a large... Oh, good, the oil. Does it fire the rockets off frequently? Or are they somewhat... Feels like they could easily be very quick, is what I'm mostly thinking of. Okay. That's too much lubricant to put in one chest. Well, I guess this is just going to go into a chest now. So I need to set up barrels of petroleum and heavy oil. Petroleum's easy. Ooh. Trains are always a little spooky. This can be routed across this way. And I can do the petroleum here. I just need to get the heavy oil down from there. And that should be good. Oops. 1, 2. Give me the petroleum and the heavy oil. Give me this. And power. These will go into those. And that's done. Yeah, I really enjoy. I can't wait until I've gotten to the point where I'm setting up proper. I want to put 20 of each. Like proper interplanetary logistics stuff. Because this is sort of there, but it's not actually. It'll take till I'm going to call it the fire planet before it reaches real logistics setup time. This is goofy. I kind of hate how that looks, but so that's set up. This is fine. These will fill up easily. Have to travel to set up the delivery locations. I need to set up the crafting on Novus for the rough data, and those are ignored. Electronic, copper, advanced, those are already set up. Sulfur, that does need to be shipped, because the sulfur crafting is done in the biochemical, which is done in space. So you're thinking, you have too much stuff. You're gonna clog future progress because of it. Because I'm not actually restricting this anymore, so I don't really need to do that. Okay, fine. I do need some of those. Don't need that. I should have these being provided to me. Then I still haven't set up the stone. Ooh, wait, do I not even have stone pickup? I do. Wait, did I set this up in a way that actually works? What? Oh, it's filling in here. Okay, that makes sense. It just fills very slowly? That doesn't feel right. That doesn't seem right. It must be, but I don't actually have a pickup, so how is there so little? Oh, yes. I'm forgetting about ratios. Where each of these is a chest full, so it's 6 chests full per shipment, and so 1 shipment and 2, yeah, okay, makes sense. I'll have to deal with that soon. Though, not very soon. This is still going as expected. The coal is really slow, so it's not really helping with the coal issue. I should get more. 34 more casting machines. Bring the speed module ones. And just scale up without a crazy amount of additional effort. I'll have to change a few bits of layout for doubling that, but okay, that's there. So currently I need to set up the shipments to this. I think are mostly okay, with the exception of crafting the rough data. The rough data needs 2 assembly machines worth, and it's just iron and glass. This uses 24 per minute. I can definitely just... It'll have to be logistics filling it anyway, so... Iron and glass. To look for a better spot. Perfect. Rough data. Scrap. I guess I should just set up something on this planet for getting rid of all the scrap instead of continuing to delay. I can just have it all shipped somewhere appropriate. I have space up there, so I should do it here. Which should mean left and up. Over there. Put there. Probably best to just turn it all into landfill for now. It feels on this, eventually it might be enough iron and stuff to be worth dealing with, but that it doesn't seem like it would be worth dealing with the iron and copper with the amount that I would be having to work with, so it's probably better to get rid of that, craft that, set up a recycling machine. 10. Concrete. Recycling machine. And then I can probably probably... Oh, I could just set up a dedicated... Most of this stuff doesn't get shipped down. I could probably consider setting up a... If I want to deal with it at all, I'd probably turn it into landfill on the space station, because that's a better density. So I shouldn't even consider shipping the scrap down here, because it's a waste of space. But if I wanted to, I could put a dedicated landing pad and just work with that. I also want a second recycling machine for space. Yeah, I need 2 recycling machines in space. .6 landfills per minute at this design speed, even at 4 times the speed for one full space manufacturing. 80 science per minute would still be a negligible amount of byproducts that would be a non-issue before I encounter the necessary scaling up. By the time I scale up, I'll probably need to tear everything down anyway, so it's not worth being worried. Okay. Now this is set up. I need to set a request for that, which will just be 24 rough data. Why is that 96.4? 0.4 for the thermofluid. Okay. So, easy, easy, easy. I think everything is set up except for... Why is there 2.3 contaminated cosmic water here? What about this recipe makes it ask for 2.3 more? Because it's unbound, which is why it's asking for extra. It's 100 cosmic water. I guess it's because I'm doing 120? I don't think that makes sense that it would... I'm assuming it's just a non-issue. I can forget about it. These two are remotely delivery cannoned into place. I already have those 2 on the list. I need to add the rest. I just modify it. That's easy to fix. Okay, if I place one here and go like that, did it work? Good. Then I can remove those, add the rough at 24, remove that, remove that, that, and that, and I think that's all I need. Yeah, I do want to figure out why the factory manager is choosing to add the 2.3. It might become an issue eventually. Okay, this is 20 space blue science. No. Okay, if I do that and then do this, does it change the name? No, it doesn't. Okay. I wish it would. Clear that, and that. I guess I should go delete that other group, which is in control 2. Just delete that. 20x space blue science. I can even name it properly this time. It is called utility science. 20x utility science. sort it from most to least. And that should be that. I can add it here. It should be requesting everything it needs now. That's a lot of circuits. I might not have the space right now. 200. That is 67 stacks. Yeah, I don't have the space. Let's go deal with that in a minute. Do I have the warehouses crafting? I do. No, I did that manually. Close that, craft the last one of those, give me the recipe for warehouse. Via warehouse 1x. Okay, I'm not gonna have a space. I'm gonna have to deal with this. But the math just doesn't work out. I bet I never connected that? Good. I can probably just drop this to 150 for now for safety reasons. And that's more of a manageable. This is like 12, 28, yeah, 27, 28, 40. Okay, I think that should all fit now. Scrap. So much garbage. I don't really need a steel warehouse. I just don't want to have to think about this. With crafting down here, my data slates are fine. It will take a while to catch up right now. Especially if I don't do this. These should be upgraded. No reason not to upgrade these. Because none of them are set up to overlap. This is the full blue upgrade. So I will need to upgrade upstream. For this to matter. Just have to be careful. Where's the bot count research? Or bot safety? Robot safety, there it is. Swarm safety. I'll be able to start researching that. Soon. It's a question of if it's just this science category, I could get 4 levels and they'll stop alerting me when they crash, which would be nice. Yeah, this is... I'll have to upgrade. Be careful. Go back and continue upgrading it later, because I'm very lazy. Yeah, so as long as it doesn't become... Well, it's gonna... It must get more expensive, but... It's probably worth getting, like, 4 levels of it, and then I won't have to worry about it for a long time. Because I'm currently operating with 800 logistics, 600 construction. That still needs to be fixed, but I could get so many more logistics spots and it would be good. Oh, let's do warehouse good. Warehouse. There's nothing like overkill. Oops. This will never fill up if it's only being fed by this, but I don't have to deal with the scrap if I produce those in space, so that's good. So, it looks promising. Beyond figuring out the necessary setup once I'm in space, which will be messy, and I don't have enough inventory space, what it's looking like. These stack lower 200. This should be 200, 2000, 400. Yeah, there should be like 20 something stacks. It should fit. 20, 40. Oh, I didn't include the data storage substrate. That's gonna take up a lot more. Okay, I'm gonna have to empty out some of these other sciences. Don't need so much of this. And if I do, they can refill it for me. Red good, need more military science. I should have disconnected this much more quickly and not had it fill up while I was focused on other stuff. That was a poor choice. Oh, actually, I could just look at this and see how negative various signals are. It's here that's the negative signal. That's fine. Yes, that's correct. I can take out about 10 stacks of each. I can take out 5 stacks of each science safely. This will all just go into a passive provider that will sit nearby to be used later. It's kind of convenient being able to check output signals. Be like, okay, I have way too many big electrics. I shouldn't have big electrics being requested. I think that's just the amount that's on the space, in the space orbit, as opposed to non-space orbit. And the last one is military science, which I don't think I have in here. Iron's fine. Oh, 1.3k, which is a lot of stacks of stone. Good. Processing units. I need extra processing units, so I can't take all of those out. Because processing units are needed for the various machines that I need to craft. I guess I could check. Can I craft space pipes when not in space? No. Ooh, I might actually have to craft space pipes. I might want to bring up some plastic and glass. And a little bit of extra copper. So, space pipe. One space pipe uses one glass. So, easy ratio if I want 4 stacks, I need to bring 4 stacks. Plastic. And copper is the same pre-conversion, yes. Where am I? There's where I'm stealing my copper. Oh, actually that landfill can go in the chest that will never fill up, which I don't know where it is. Right there. Which really should be connected to the system, but okay. The rough data will take a very long time because I should have been crafting that all along. How do I reset filters? The rough data is crafting at a rate of 14.3 per minute. It's not fast enough for this to be convenient right now. Which isn't really a problem. I can scale this up. Doubling is not really scaling it much, but I can make it work. Actually, should center it better because then I can do this and find another belt type. Or not. Instead do that. Doubling the speed, still not fast enough. I just do more. That will wait until here I need to pay attention. That looks fine. None of this looks like it will break if it's upgraded. That bit here is ugly, but I think it's fine. Don't know why that's there. It existed for a reason in the past. That reason is long gone. That makes me think of like the concerns people have surrounding the storage of stuff like nuclear waste. We're in the distant future. You don't know if language will be similar enough that if someone stumbles onto something saying danger nuclear waste, if they'll actually understand it. It's a very long-term concern, though. What is this? Oh, this is the blue. It's all being eaten up by this because I have enough backlogged. Huh. I can make some of those. Very interesting. Okay, this is still too slow though. Unless it was inaccurate because I was on too big of a time frame. Oh, it was about 60 per minute as opposed to averaging less than 30 because yeah, okay, much better. Now I'm at maybe 120-ish per minute, which means it will fill in less than 20 minutes, which is fast enough that if I go work on my steel thing, it should be fine. And when that's done, I think it's time to make sure I have everything machine-wise to set up in orbit, and then I can set up science. Okay, I was gonna double these. First step is this needs to move over. Picking this up is awful for my inventory. But copy that. How am I going to output the steel? Do I want to output it? That should be fine. Horizontal flip. Copy that, move it there. There's fine, move these up. That's fine, then this is easy enough. Oh, I placed these one too low. Goofy. What a weird minor mistake. Copy that. These up. Paste it, flip it. Adjust the belt. That, then I can do that. Then I need inputs. I was gonna run that way, that's fine. There. Oh, because it's a different type. It's kind of a weird factor there. Lower tier speeds. thing. Copy the power as well. Careful about it. Oh, actually, I don't need the lowest power. Whatever. Deal with it later. No, wrong. That is the correct direction. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Except it just looks weird because it's empty, but the changing level there is kind of cool. I never noticed it. Okay, so I'm missing 2 speed 2s, which is for very, very obvious reasons. This will craft. That's also crafting an electric motor. Still don't have the delivery system here for that. I can connect it pretty quickly though. No tanks full, but if I need to, I can manually have that deliver. This has only gone through about 1,000. No power here because I shifted it inwards. So I should put it there. Okay. Those are all running. These are all happy. So that should more than double the production. Math is probably wrong. Considering I didn't actually do any math at all. So this is running speed 1s. Oh, excuse me. I wanted 40. I would need more. I have 8 of these right now. Yes, I should be making at least 40. 8. Yeah, okay. That should be doing 50. Which will be... Oh, that's a really good ratio there. It's just off on the casting machines, too. Consuming 400 coal per minute, which is good, I think. I wish I could snapshot that production, but given that it's been running constantly, my coal production 423 per minute. If everything else is totally shut down, which it isn't, that will drain all the coal from here. It should be totally fine to keep up with it. And I will get 224 pyroflux I need to check as well. The iron is definitely fine. That's 500 steel per minute, which means that if I actually connect this to all the systems, will triple my steel production, which is good. And it seems to be completely... Okay, 234 versus 224. It's almost perfect. It will be a slight net gain of pyroflux, which I could deal with the net gain of pyroflux by reducing the number of productivities so that I can have the pyroflux per minute be higher than my generation. But for now, I'm gonna let it ride. That is... I'm happy with that. Still need to connect that steel so that I actually make use of it instead of just collecting it, but it'll be more steel than I need, so it will just collect anyway, so. Only 1,000 left. Almost ready. So now, my biggest concern is I need a lot of space platforms. Every 50, 50, 100, so it's... You stack to 100, so every stack of space scaffolding is 5 stacks of items. Yeah, I want it to be kind of tidy. I guess I can. If I connect that... No, I think I just want to blob this. You just expand this a bit. Because I want it to be kind of nice. Long term it won't be, but... I guess the ideal would be to get over here, actually. I don't want to, because then it's outside of the pylon range, and I only have a few of those. I can't do those until I have holmium, and that's pretty expensive. The only other way to get more of those would be to go to the asteroid belt. If I go here, I can get some of the pylons, I think. This clearly should have a network, whatever. Pylon substations for energy, yeah. Flying here might go poorly. I don't even want to try. Oh, because I have to be able to fly back. And that could be possible, but messy. That's almost ready. That's 8 more stacks at most, potentially 7. So I have 55 stacks to work with. Which is okay, that's not that bad. If I commit 20 stacks to material for scaffolding, then that means I have enough for 400 scaffolding, which I'm gonna hope could be enough. Not a huge issue if it isn't. As long as I can just make stuff work, I can use up some of the scaffolding, it's not a problem. But that would take up, leave me with 35 stacks. I then need the... So space manufactories are done there already. I just need maybe a few more scaffolding. I need 4 supercomputers, which is 4 stacks of those, and 4 stacks of low. That's 8 stacks for supercomputers. 8 for supercomputers. Decontamination, I can craft up there with basically nothing extra, so that's fine. I need 2 of them, so I'm probably still fine, but Big electrics, I probably need to bring... Okay, let's do that. I'll get 2 more stacks of glass. Those stacks of glass are for the biochems. And I should bring a stack of pumps, maybe 2. And I have my inventory. I should be fine base-wise because I can actually bring my inventory. Which helps a lot. I need the delivery cannons, those are vital. The copper was for something. The steel might have been... I know the glass and the plastic are together for the pipes. And the copper is for the pipes as well. Except I crafted something that used some of the copper. So I need another 3 copper. I might want to bring the solar panels. Probably don't need them, but they're... I think I actually already have a bunch. I just don't have the space. I need the 2 recycling facilities. Oh no, I don't need... No, I want both. The decontaminations are easy. Biochems, got that. An extra 2 or 3 stacks of low density should be fine. I should have like 2,000 big electrics that I don't need. Yes, I have a lot. A thermal radiator. Pumps. Maybe bring a little more steel and a little more copper. Yeah, it's actually not a lot of... It's not a crazy number of machines that I need. I do need to consider space belts. I'll be able to remotely request lubricant via the delivery cannons. I might be able to get by with the free belts, but not for much longer. Or maybe for a lot longer. I have 50 blue belts, 50 red belts. That's probably enough for this setup. But when I get to the next setup, that's where I might have to start thinking differently. But it's fine. This is filling up. It's almost full. I want the cargo... Why did I want the cargo landing pads? I don't think the cargo landing pads were for those. I made 3 for a reason. I can't... Did I change my mind on what I was gonna do? I have confused myself. Oh, but that's done now, right? Good. So, this is full. I did the math correctly. So... I need 20 stacks of the components for scaffolding. Total of 20, which means it's 221, so 884. Ooh, that was close. 884. The where is scaffolding? I keep forgetting. Scaffolding. It's in logistics, okay. 884 low density heat shield. Okay. 8 of those, 8 of these. And, oh, I'm also doing this math too precisely for some of this because there is going to be some loss. I do have extra, so it's not a huge issue. And I don't need exactly 400, but it is still awkward. I mean, it's such a small amount of loss that it's... So I do need the capsule. It's a small enough amount of loss that I really don't need to worry, but... So I'm going to carry the delivery cannon chest. I would like to bring more... chests with me. But I can just do that manually. Get some more red chests. Can't make the blue chests yet, I can make them later. For the basic red chest. Green's over here. Okay, again, I don't need to worry too much, because if I miss stuff, I can... If it's a small enough amount, I can bring it via the cargo pod. And anything that I miss at this point should be in a small enough amount that a space cap... I don't need to craft a space capsule. I have one on the ground. Every time I do this, I'm going to craft it anyway, but... Every time I do this, I craft a new space capsule. Eventually, I'm going to have 50 space capsules that I don't need. And it will eventually become a problem, because I'll just fill up my inventory in space with single stack space capsules. I could put those in there, because if I lose a few there, a non-issue. Extra speed modules. Productivity. Don't need this train stuff. Pumps. I don't think normal pipes are used for space pipes. They are not. Oh yeah, it has to be done in the space assembling machine, which is why I can't craft it here. Let's just put all that in there. Fill it up. I'm gonna fill my inventory and then go. I really shouldn't be as worried about this as I am. Turn that off. I mean, bringing those would be good. Leave one landing pad down here. No, don't leave that. Don't need this. Don't think space assembling machines use those. They do not. Bring some extra rocket fuel. So, I think the most valuable stuff to grab is low density structure. And a few processing units, okay. So I'll bring 3 more stacks. Bring 6 more stacks of... more stacks. Never be consistent. Bunch more stacks of those, bunch more stacks of these. Just make sure I can craft all of the... Okay, rocket itself is full. Now, inventory. Low density is great. Extra fast inserters. Good to check. Yes, more fast inserters, because I want to craft more of those. And then just low densities and processing units is what I will fill my inventory up with. That should be more than enough. double that. Yeah, tons of inserters would be good to bring. Belts are useless to bring. It's wrong to be using a normal inserter to craft fast inserters. I don't need my stuff there. So ditch that. Some extra longhand inserters would be good. Keep that. Don't need a rail. Remove the extra. Okay, I think I just fill my inventory with. That's fine. Make a buffer chest. Fill my inventory with rocket fuel now and just go. I can come back easily enough. If I miss something, I can deal with it. Okay. I have time to actually set this up today. This is the landing pad. Go. I should have saved before I launched. I'm not gonna change my mind now. Oh yeah. Wait, am I carrying normal basics? Because I hate how that looks. It always looks like it's gonna crash. I also didn't check that it was empty. Yeah, I'm carrying the fast inserters for crafting manufactories, base manufactories. Because being able to, this is too much garbage. Yeah, that needs to be filtered better. I need to control that. Oops. Yeah, mostly just want to be able to have those if I want to make more. I don't need a ton of them. It's 8 per. 80 would craft 10. I don't need 10. It's too many, but... Did I'm certain I brought combinators. Oh wait, they're probably still in the system. Inventory. Used to build space platform plating. Can this place without, or is it an upgrade? I don't know. Should probably figure that out. Okay, those were meant for this recipe. So like having extras would be nice. There. And that's all the space manufacturers I will need for the foreseeable future. Which I cannot foresee very far, so it's not saying much. Okay, I need to get these set up. This is not what I can do, I just need to make sure I have them down. Okay, that's fine. Keep one stack of those. This is a mess. I will need to fix that. So next is 6, 7, 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 4 to make scaffolding. I don't have space because I just wasted the space that I had freed up. Craft this. No productivity is an option. That's pretty slow. I really expected that to be faster. I know I can speed it up, just... I didn't check that it was a 10-second craft time. Wow. It's a pretty neat animation. I wonder what that's doing. Okay, that's gonna get me my space platform scaffold. My power is draining very quickly. I will need to deal with it, but I'm gonna scaffold on this side probably. I should keep track of the fact. I should keep track of time, because it is about time that I should be stopping. I need to leave myself at a point where I don't forget what I'm in the middle of doing, though, before I stop. What I want to be doing next time is setting up the supercomputers and stuff. Which really means that I think I should craft these space pipes, because that is something that I will forget. I can fix this up. Those don't actually need to be down. Otherwise it will be a problem. This is gonna make space pipes. Oh, I'm picturing the eventual... Oh wait, I don't have requesters to spare. The eventual space pipe, the eventual space manufactory crafting will be so good. Okay, 4 stacks, 4 stacks, 4 stacks. I'm still crafting the copper cables because I made the poor choice of doing that by hand instead of bringing it pre-modified, but this iron ore is worthless. Also, I definitely didn't bring the right amount. The space manufactory produce copper and that's really fast. I put the wrong thing in there. It's a good recipe. It produces 88 copper wire per second. That's fast enough. I'm now imagining the future of building with that. Like, automating stuff that can craft that fast. wonder if there's a world where you ship copper up so that you can do all your wire crafting in space. Okay, that's crafting. The scaffolding's done. Yeah, I'll get all the component parts set up. That's what I should do. Today, get the 2 biochemical facilities. A lot of motors. Pumps, low densities. Space, more space assembling machines. Machines, a lot of processing units. And glass. I hope I didn't use up too much glass. Heat shielding. Should have control clicked that because I don't know where my heat shielding is. In here, good. Make an extra 5 of those. Okay, 2 biochemical facilities. Biochemical. These take 3, so as long as I have less than 6, it's a non-issue. I can't craft too many. Okay, let's stop that. And I didn't send up enough glass. I thought I did. But I didn't. That's a fairly easy thing to pick up with a cargo rocket pod though. 5-10 stacks, pretty cheap. I can do that right now just to get it. Appropriately handled so I don't have to deal with it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next week. I left without my life support. I'm glad it was not a problem. Exit this. There. So, I'm gonna bring like 10 stacks of glass. By 10 I mean 20. Grab some extra rocket fuel. I'll definitely have the rocket parts. I really should scale this up. I could improve this so much. Okay. Is it glowing because it just landed? That would be kind of cool. I guess I don't have enough. It's a lot of rocket fuel. into Novus orbit. There. Pretty wasteful in terms of rocket parts. But time was worth it. And I land in the middle of nowhere. Okay. That was quick enough. I need to grab all my stuff back. Okay, maybe the 2 biochemical facilities. I don't actually need more. Okay. Check, check. I need the decontamination, 2 decontamination facilities. Cheap enough. I need the pipes. Low densities. I got those, I got those. These are 6, so if I put 12 of those, then I can just do that. So, decontaminations. Now I need the thermal radiator. Which is easy. Let's click. 4. That. Pumps and steel. I'm not crafting that here. That's being shipped in, which I could have done before and it would have made comparatively easier to set up, but manufacture. And now I just need 4 supercomputers. Well, at least achieve my most basic goal. There is all the components. Those are pretty big. All of these blocks are quite large. That one's super big. Okay, so I will just need to... Next time I'll need to plan out where to build this. And figure out how to build it. I need to get the... Though I'm already making chemical gel here, I probably could... If I'm already shipping the stuff for chemical gel, it might be worth using chemical gel instead of cosmic water. But if it's 60 times the... If I still need 120 chemical gel, that's probably better left as is. Yeah, 1 to 5, so it's a fifth, which... A fifth of that would be 24 chemical gel, which is a lot. And the contaminated stuff isn't a huge issue to just let it collect for a while. It can get me biosludge, which I might want. Imagine if I want biosludge, this proper, biomass and cosmic water is a better way to get it. What would I even need it for? I would need it for nutrient gel. I mean, low amounts of nutrient gel could be worth collecting preemptively, so yeah, I guess I'll do that. Stick with it, collect it, process it later. Not the worst place to stop. So I will call it here for today. I have 2.5 hours. Next Saturday, I should be able to get the next research set up in that time. If I can't, I'll have to fly back down and fly back up, which isn't really an issue. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. I don't know if you are doing your Pathfinder, but if you are, good luck with that. I don't know if you do it every week. You've mentioned a few times. Yeah. Thanks for watching, chatting, generally hanging out. Yeah, I hope it is. I mean, why play it if it isn't going to be fun? Yeah, have a nice night, day, etc. Bye. These tanks are kind of cool. Just don't know why. I guess maybe you don't actually need to be. Oh no, these airlocks, I bet. Bye.